Oof. Well, I don't know what they doing dealing with Lillian's energy today. I'm gonna see, and that's why I'm saying somebody's still on that bullshit. Okay, I was hearing breathless. This is why they chose the zombie girl or the voodoo doll. They a lie. I just woke up right now, y'all. I did not brush my teeth yesterday. My breath do not smell. It smelled like coffee grounds or something like this when I woke up. And then I went and got coffee, so it probably smelled even more like it. I don't know what these people talking about. I don't know what these people talking about. They just don't want the real person in the spotlight or something like this. I don't know. I'm so mad too because I came up in this car and I found my full card from my one deck in here in the trash. So this motherfucker just be throwing my cards away, and he know better than that. This could be the jealousy too. Say somebody's grandma is really somebody else's mother, or it's a feather on my crown, meaning we share DNA. So these people could be family members, because I heard blood don't make you a relative, loyalty do. But the point is, nobody can't fuck with me. This is my time only. This is the motherfucking new world order. This is the thing. I mean, we could play this game and play it with these pieces on the. I don't want to do that. I just want to wipe everything. I don't want to do that. I want just nuclear. Period. I don't want. I already seen. I don't want to. I don't want to do it like that. I don't. I don't want pesky. You know, these people like to keep like stress and ridiculous. Like these people, like I told you, most of these people are materialistic and shit like this, or whatever about the money and everything. Like, dude, I know that I need money to make shit move. That's it. It's not even like this ain't even about nothing personal, or you can't be in your emotions. And people like, well, just love yourself, motherfucker. That's what I'm doing. I don't want nothing you got to offer me as far as a man, a woman, a dog, a cat, bitch. I don't want nothing, nothing you got. When I'm done creating, I will create a motherfucking nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is what I will do. Other than that, I don't want to. I don't want nothing these people had to offer. I don't want no leftovers from the last time that was connected to no cousin or nothing. Like I said what I said. I don't know what they was doing. But when I made them little oaths with my friends and my family members, and I said I don't want to date nothing, it's a thing for me. You don't understand. I would be grossed out if I knew. I just would be grossed out. And it's almost like I saw the way that some of these people treated their girlfriend. Like, I'm grossed out by what's at my house right now. You know, shame on you. You trying to take me, trying to fool me all this time, take advantage of me to make me seem like a beggar or something to you. Like, oh no. I'm grossed out. I'm just grossed out. I've never been this grossed out. I've never been this grossed out. So something has changed here. Something is different. I'm like, no. No, thank you. Like, even somebody's like Independence Day, you know, go ahead, let loose, drink, you know what I'm saying, have fun, you know, have sex or something. I'm like, with what? Nah. And they swearing like you scaring me, like, oh, this is the end of your existence. Okay, we'll see. You know, like, I'm not listening to what these demons is talking about. It's a done deal. I already looked at it some kind of way, and nobody gonna be able to change it. Somebody could be telling some lies. This could also be if I'm the real person that's connected to the Spect bloodline. I'm just looking at my face right now, and I'm looking at the daughter's baby picture when she looked just like the grandmother. But I was thinking the two sisters, and the two brothers that passed away. So it's two sisters left. Neither one of them, they look like somebody whole different. They look like Mike Johnson. They look like somebody different. They don't look like Lillian. They kind of look like Charles. They look like the grandpa, but they don't. That's why I was thinking Charles in charge of our days. But like, is that the real Charles? Like, because I also have a picture where I look like King Charles, or I think it's Charles, like a splitting image. So I think it's Charles, one of the thirds or something like this. But it's making me think like, so did they take this Derek and give him all of my powers from that lineage or something like this? I told you this is something separate from the actual family members or whatever, because some of these people could not create families normally. All right. Also with Annalisa, like I was just wondering what happened too, because if Russia's trying to claim that person over me, plus all my mom's family, all the Henleys and all the women over me, because they are more, their DNA carries more to Africa than America. So it's like having America on a pedestal, yeah, but I don't fuck with you like that. These are mine, you know. And it's like, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm tired of people taking stuff from me, giving it to them, and then what are you doing? Like, you know, I feel like it was hard for Russia to do whatever this is or be funny or something like this, but you can't have two. You can't have them and me. So I don't know what to tell you. But I was thinking about the Annalisa energy, but they're German. I was even thinking about her mother's features. Did somebody lie, like just because of skin color, and say, "Oh, this is the only one left of our people" or something, and they just try to pretend like, you know, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know. But I was thinking, what, is those not her children? Did she take them children? Like, what was this? Was this the devil energy that was doing sex rituals with two children that is not the children? Like, because why I'm on those cards is those boys like they're dating. Like, this could be incestual energy or something like this. I don't know. But also we were picking up that somebody was not somebody's children. It's like maybe she's the boy and I'm not. And they're trying to say I'm the boy, and they were using my energy or something like this. It's something weird. Maybe the womb. I don't know. Because it's like they would have to stay close to me and try to act like they're above me if these women couldn't produce. Like, it's almost like they were trying to produce through me. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay. We didn't do nothing before I left. All I did was just nothing. So, but I feel like somebody could be being drained of their energy, and like, are people finding out about this on the afterlife? Because, okay, naturally people would have gravitated towards me, but on the spectrum, they could have created it so they was gravitating towards the guy, the man that I was dating or married to. Like, to knock out what naturally God had chosen. But then what if we came to find out that they shouldn't have done that? Because if this masculine energy, the original one, was more tied to the Coleman, then the Coleman outsmarted the specs or overpowered them. But I keep on, I'm going back to the wheel. Okay, we're going back to the wheel. How something is off balance with the wheel. This could be Charles's, or it could be Lillian's. I don't know. I don't know. All right, and then we got the truth is something about somebody not being American. Also, something like, that's why I said, because they may not be American, so this would make them forfeit their whole charades for me to be America. So why? So this would be the only reason why if there was a connection with this lineage, this is the only reason for them, because this could be going back to little Ida, the 12-year-old girl that was the richest girl in America back in the 1900s or 1800s. That owned that land over there, and they took that land from her, or they manipulated her out of that land to make the railroads. So that's could be why Bill Railroad was in reverse. So think about this stuff as metaphorical, you know, other ways of thinking about these storylines. I can't just look at a storyline one way, the way they taught me, and they said memorize that in school. Now, when was the first road built? And then you got to answer those questions and write it out in a complete sentence. to memorize it that way. But then it wasn't until I'm getting older, you see, where I could see something. So somebody's trying to do a sacrifice here with this strength in reverse. So if that's what I'm saying, if somebody would have to forfeit everything, like say the little cousin Ellie was the only cousin on that side of the family, and I think her mom lived in Texas, but after her dad Charles got sick, which was be the uncle, supposedly, and moved to Vegas. I don't know, something else, I don't know, because I feel like these people wait until people get crazy, or they say that they crazy, or they go dementia, and then they start building something else off of that person's mental while they're in that condition, It's easier for them to do that with people that are like addicted to drugs or addicted to drinking or mentally disturbed. They're using some type of leeway, even if the person wasn't like that when they found them. If they got to try to make you crazy, or I feel like it's even to manipulate the situation as if you're crazy to get a conservatorship, knowing that you're not. It's things like this. Okay, so we have the strength card energy in reverse, and we have the truth. Okay, so death could be coming for you, but I just think death want to fuck with me. Excuse me. Or death got a vendetta or something like this. I don't know. We got the star in reverse. I'm telling you. Okay, so like on American Gods, remember the older lady. She looked Arabic. She don't have to be, but that girl looked just like my neighbor Katie. Somebody, I feel like Anubis, and they tried Anubis because Anubis them favor this girl or something like this. Okay, this is leftover from this fake Denise reign. Okay, where they splice these children or whatever like this and try to make it like her. Okay, so Anubis could have did something to the younger version of me. They may be trying to use death to end something for me in this motherfucking life. Like, yeah, this could be what they're crafting up. Because I had a vision or whatever a long time ago where I was like, why is Lillian talking to me? Why is my person's grandmother talking to me? Why is she telling me that she chose me, that I'm the chosen of which her choice is? Like, what is that talking about? But like everything on the outside atmosphere was like these people trying to kill me. So I was thinking, why is that? Like, actually, what actually could have happened here? Because okay, even all those grandchildren, all the family members that born, even Michael, the one that passed away, before, and then you have the other brother that supposedly committed suicide. Like, the other brother was sick, and then this one supposedly committed suicide. You had the two girls, but again, the two girls don't. My mother-in-law and her sister look alike. They don't look like the brothers. So there's something, I don't know, there could be something about children being, whatever this is, I don't know. Or these are not families, these are like dynamics or something here. Something is tied, more rooted to somebody's DNA. It's almost like if I'm about to be stuck on this earth forever, bitch, and I'm finding out now, oh no, I need my money too. Yeah, that means I done went too long without what belongs to me to be able to move how I need to. It's something like this. Okay? So I don't know, somebody, but I told you I had a dream that they linked together. The Christmas that my person got sick and one of my twins got sick. They went to the grandma's house. They went to his mom's house for Christmas. Every single person got sick with COVID. I didn't go. I stayed home. All right? Except for my youngest daughter. Everybody else got sick. Except for my youngest daughter. And then a couple days later, she ended up getting like a little bit of something. She ended up getting something. I'm like, oh, shoot. You about to get it. And then I went up in that kitchen and I bust open those herbs and I bust open my little special kit and I made a thing, a concoction or whatever, and I gave it to her. And then like the next day I was getting something, and I'm like, oh snap. So I made the same concoction for me, and we were sick for 24 hours and it went away. But this was like a week within the first week of my person and one of my twins being sick with full-blown COVID. So it's almost like me and her was about to get it, but I just jumped into action and I made that concoction with the herbs and all that other stuff, and it just was only 24-hour sickness. What was I gonna say? So, but I told him before he went, okay? I told him before he went, like, I don't feel right about it or whatever. Like, I ain't gonna stop you from, like, I wasn't going to his parents' house that much no more. And I'm like, but I'm not gonna stop you. I mean, if you're gonna take Nugget, you know, take her, whatever, like this. But I just don't got a good feeling about this. And within the same days, it's like, if this masculine has two, I seen the other version of him getting, like, it was just like a random, like, at somebody's house, like a justice of peace came in and married my man's clone to his cousin Ellie. But Ellie in the background was like trying to I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's like Ellie was like trying to like befriend my energy here. Like, but it's like, if I think about it now, okay, so if I'm all these men, it's like as a man, I'm split between all these men that I feel connected to, or that I feel like they connected themselves to me. So really I'm seeing it through the point of like, okay, so these women are seeing me as a masculine because I'm them. The men that I can see that I feel like are connected to me, those are me. They have a piece of me. So it's almost like, even if it's like 15 of them or 12 of them or something like this. So when these girls are with them, they're thinking like they're with me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is what I was picking up on. But I love them, okay? Or I cared for them, or I tended to them or cared for them in some kind of way, energetically, whether I wanted to or not. But see, that's where it's dangerous, probably, because the one masculine energy, you know, then that's double trouble, I'm guessing. Because like nobody can't have that one. You can't have nothing. Okay, and not, I didn't say this at first, but now that I'm seeing it, I'm looking at like, oh, you can't. No, you can't. So, but I don't see it like that. Like, I'm not seeing it like that. But it's almost like the women don't want those particular masculines anymore, or the masculines are, you get what I'm saying? It's like my energy or whatever, the energetic source in me, some of these people, it's like the connection could have been with masculine energies, especially athletes or something like this at some point in time. But when like how we look at like basketball wives, we'll just go back to basketball wives. Because I feel like they did something tricky right there, because okay, I could be connected to the masculine energies because of whatever source. This ain't even being like a love story or nothing like this. This is about creation. Do you get what I'm saying? But when they start doing basketball wives, if these girls was coming in off that energy too, then that's the conflict. They're not coming from another source. It's like your source and your source mix. It's like my source and my source mixed together. It's like something like that with some of these girls. It depends on which ones though. Like the OGs of these things. The newer girls, I don't feel like I'm connected to. I feel like they connected them to something that comes off of the Davis girl. because I really feel like they snuck my masculine back into the Truman Show to marry instead of, okay, I got married 2003. I don't know when. It's after this that my brother-in-law Elijah and his Davis girl got married a couple years later. What I was seeing is that it's almost like they snuck they, by the time they got married, I'm not with the same person that I was with when I got married. They swapped him out already. Now, it's like he was in the background after the marriage, whatever, spending the money, took my money or whatever this is or whatever, living a different type of life than me. They brought him back in, married the Davis girl. This was like a trophy wife. She had a nice body, things like this or whatever like this, okay? It's more about the physique or a trophy wife or who's going to be able to put on that dress and be like a showstopper or something possibly for these people. Even though the motherfucker in the background, it's like they beheaded me in the past. Like could have possibly really beheaded me or my Westworld version of me and gave my body, my nice body, to some fucking body else. We talking about the body, whatever was born with me that's attached to me because of DNA or markers or whatever this is, and we're traced back to each other where they can see me but I can't see them. Somebody's trying to steal that body, and actually somebody did something to take my body, actually. Like my real fucking body, y'all. But I feel like they brought another version of my masculine in to marry the girl, and that's when they changed it. That's when they changed, because these are witches. So Heru, you, and Salem. So these witches were able, if the Davises are witches, they were able to do bewitching shit to me. I'm just squished in the middle between Heru and the witches. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm just something in the middle that binds the shit together or something like this. It would be deemed powerless. You see? I don't know if it's because church, I don't know what this is, but that's what I think that they did. They did that. But it was also to take all of the power and the money and all the investments and things away from me and place it with them. But it was always mine first. Before I married this person, so you get what I'm saying? So this could be this Houston, we have a problem energy, because this is telling me that some of these people that came out in 1980, 81, shit like this was really popping for them. There's a problem here. There might be, like, that was their time. That was their 80 years or something. And somebody is trying to in my life or mute my life and make me not live up to when we in the future now. We got to do shit from here. And somebody, by doing this type of witchcraft, they're manipulating time and energy, and they're trying to keep something alive that's supposed to be dead or something already. Plus, like, these are like a batch. Say this was like, damn, that was the best batch of foreigners that we brought and made American and made Americans worship these Africans or these other people that look black from other places. I don't know. It's just something like this here. And I feel like the death card came from me or somebody, but this is somebody's protected in this energy here. Like some of these people may not have knew about this shit when they crossed over, like how people was moving. And somebody's like, oh yeah, you know, you can't, the love of a lifetime. Well, if somebody loves somebody that much, you will not sit there and let your person live with somebody for 30 years or 20 years and collect all of their stuff and be with them and stuff like that. This shit is weird. This shit is weird. So there would be nothing in, like I said, amongst kings and queens with immunity or the king can do no wrong, the Rex Precure or whatever you call it. Nobody can sue a king over infidelity. A king or a queen is going to be doing what the fuck they're going to be doing. That's the least thing that somebody is going to get a divorce. Maybe when they was first creating kings and queens back in the day, they could say, I don't want it, or these fake kings or these underground kings, I want the divorce. Get it right up the paper. But this shit I'm talking about, this is like kings and queens that was established by God. This is another sector here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even if I'm just getting started now, where somebody could move me to another country and then still say that I'm like only 28 or 30. So, I mean, I might be giving myself a little bit too much time, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, so somebody could be trying to hurry up and sterilize me. That now that I'm realizing they wasted all my golden years when I'm supposed to be able to have a baby and things like this, and they were other people's children or whatever this is. So I feel like I was seeing something about yesterday, people freeing themselves from slavery, and the first lady named Freeman. But I was looking at my person, and I was looking at his fingernails, like, oh, what fingernails you have? And I was thinking about his hands before when we were younger, okay? And his hands, because we mess around with his hands like it looked like a muffin, like the shape of his hands look like a round thing of bread. Like his hands is not long and skinny like mine or like other people's. Like they're really like steak fries. We just be joking around. He be calling mine talons and claws. And then I be saying they just look like a muffin man. And so, but I think about it. I was looking at his hands and his fingernails one day. I'm like, you know what? Your hands and shit look like Fred. This dude named Fred that used to just be a guy that used to be around us. I call him Bass. All right? Short, stocky, you know, whatever like this. But his hands, I remember what his hands looked like because he used to be driving or whatever. He had like curly fingernails. Like they curled up on the edges. And then one day I was looking at my person. I'm like, why your hands look like Fred's hands? You know, I just be asking shit like this. And he's like, what you mean? I don't know, or whatever like this. And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't remember your fingers looking like that from back in the day. Like, why your hands look like that? But this could be the first one that freed themselves. And then the other day I was hearing, oh, now we free. So this could be, we're on some type of something here. Because after she freed herself, and then there was a girl and a young man that the girl had gotten, you know, beaten or whatever like this. And she got burned. She was trying to protect a little girl from getting harmed, and she ended up getting burned. Okay? Now, this could even be, like I told you, my youngest one did not get sick over there at the house. Every single other person got sick with COVID. But my little daughter didn't get it. It was until like a week later when she started showing a little bit of symptoms. But I could have mixed up that concoction and saved her from the illness, and then so I got in the way of her getting sick, and so they could have did something to me. Okay? So, you get what I'm saying? Like, so I got sick, but then I was able to heal myself too. So the story of this slave girl, a little slave girl was about to be getting hurt or something like this, and she jumped in the way and she got burned by something instead. Okay? And then that was her thing, like, I'm going to get free. I'm going to give me a lawyer, and I'm going to get free. Okay? And then they was like, okay, to make this look better, we need another person that's a slave or whatever. Now, we know motherfuckers ain't slaves today. So the thing that they would try to do is put this spell work on me, the most free motherfucker, you know, the wealthiest person that they stole from, to try to put me in, do spell work on me as if I'm in a conservatorship or something like this, like I'm some type of servant, right? While the servants run rampant, like real killers. Try to imprison me, have all eyes on me or something, while these people are really doing bad things. But she wanted to go ahead and get like free or whatever, and they paired her with another person, a man, a slave man. And then I think they actually both got free. So think about it like this. My person, what if my person went, and the reason why he acting weird is because they was going through something to try to get him free. Right? And then now it's like me and maybe just me and my girlfriend, me and somebody else, they were trying to do this too. But whatever it is, none of it is going to work because there's fucking haters that's watching everything here. Yeah, unjust. So we already got some kind of freedom here, but it's like, freedom from what? I wasn't supposed to be a slave. No, that's not what this is. You see what I'm saying? And somebody's like, yeah, that is what it is. Because if it was like this, I'd be like, yeah, no, like what I just said. But if it's in reverse, it's like, yeah. Somebody's like, yeah, you are, or whatever. No. That was a bad idea, trying to say that I was a slave. Okay, because this is about to change something here. All right. It's also going to prove somebody a liar or a manipulator or something like this. Okay, trying to say I'm foreign and a slave or something like this. But again, mind you, these are some people that signed some contracts or some deals. Excuse me. They did the time, but they don't want to do the crime. It's almost like how you would say, how the hell was that possible? All them slaves on that plantation. And you mean to tell me that when the slave master went off to go fight a battle or something like this, and then them wars, and them white ladies, them Caucasian ladies was left at them damn plantations with them slaves, 300 something slaves, sometimes more. Other people's plantations being miles away. And even if you do strike one, the other people's plantation only got, maybe the wife is only there too, because her husband say, you want me to believe this? That all these men went off to some type of war, mostly like if they say these colonies or right here in the South or something, they had to go to war. Then that means most of these houses, most of the plantations, I mean, right? I don't know. This is like some other kind of mathematics. Okay? That means that these group of guys in this that's protecting their land right here had to go off. And they all had to leave their wives. And their wives was on plantations with 3, 4, 5, 1,000 slaves. The slaves get to talking. They got to go back and forth to each other plantations, tell people shit and get flour and barley and shit. Even if you was going to run away, the next plantation is miles away. And I'm just trying to say, you mean to tell me that's really what happened? And then let's think about these theories of a lot of black people already being here as American Indians that knew the land. More probably so than the slave masters that found a little piece of land and said, let me stick right here, put my little stake in the ground. Let me go ahead and, move around or whatever this is. Okay. And, I'm going to build right here. I mean, they wasn't traveling all over the place with them horse and buggy and shit. They was just, in that area or whatever. So you mean to tell me it wasn't no rebellion, it wasn't no nothing? Because if these people would have ran away, they probably would have had a guilty conscience, because I feel like these was people that stole shit from people and in some of these situations, and they were supposed to pay this back. And that's why I said it's this guilty complex. It's this something about like crying wolf or flipping the narrative. Y'all was, even if so-called black people, if God separated us and set some of us apart and we was going to be leaders or we was going to be kings or queens or whatever this is, the jealousy of these people would have drove them to try to do some very detrimental things to us, and we would not be using the same system or the same spiritual ritual something as these particular people here. Meaning we can't use we can't use witchcraft or whatever this is, so we would be in danger. That why you would be put in the house, or you would be, or have guards or put in a castle or something like this. It's usually the people that are anti-Christ or anti-something. It's something on your blood. It's not that these Europeans stink. It was something on their blood. It was something that these energies or whatever this is didn't fucking like. It's just the same thing today. They just try to rename it something. They don't even know what to name it no more. So this ain't shit. We'd be embarrassed and humiliated if motherfuckers were still talking like this and we was talking about it on the news. Even though the news is giving us fake news, I'd rather hear real shit than fake shit. Or these people I would rather let them see them use their brain and calculate some of this shit in real life instead of just being a parakeet and just rehearsing and regurgitating what they see on the screen or what they're told to say, and everybody else on other news channels saying the same damn thing. I would actually want to know that these people can actually think, pull out a notepad and tell, oh, well, I went over here Tuesday and I talked to Jackie and she said this and that. You know how they used to do it, right? We got the sun. But you mean to tell me, that's all I'm saying, all them motherfuckers just stayed there? If these were some real niggas, by the time the slave master got back, these motherfuckers, this wrong with black people. that be complaining about this shit. Because you would do the same thing. You were just mad because God didn't give you that kind of rights over people because of what the fuck you would do. And we see what you would do. So I said you would come back in real life and niggas would own the motherfucking plantation. They would set it up so these 5 men come back from war and they say, yeah, here's my riding stick. Oh yeah, Colonel Sanders. It wasn't that a time when we were, they walking in, throwing their coat and giving it to motherfuckers, saying, yeah, put my shit away, Becky. And by the time they get in the house, these motherfucking niggas had them tied up in the basement, and all like this. Say this is all the counties, and people will forget about these people. Like, write a letter and say, I'm sorry, I'm giving up, slavery or whatever. I'm about to go do this, and people like, well, I guess we ain't got to go down there to Tom's plantation no more, and niggas would just have that whole shit sold up. You get what I'm saying? Like if this was for real, like you can't get me to think this. That them people just stayed put. It is something about it is making me think about indentured servitude or just people's conscience. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody know they fucking stole something. A lot of something. That's just what I be thinking about. Okay, and all the black women on that plantation that was being mistreated by the Caucasian wife of the master, the rage alone and seeing that bitch alone, it wouldn't be nothing that'd be able to stop you probably from jumping on her, from causing this man to do these horrible things to you or something like this. And you mean to tell me if these men was going for months at a time and just a wife was handling the plantation? Come on, man. Come on. And even if you did get away and 300 people was trying to get across a river or go across something, if you ran into another plantation, the other niggas would be looking like, oh, they getting away, and they would just join automatically, and then all you niggas would bulldoze over that plantation owner and then go. Like, come on. Like, there had to be something else that would even let the Caucasian woman, and we talk about this nowadays, like, oh, the white lady that, the Caucasian woman that walked down the street or whatever and clench her purse a little tighter when she's around like a ghetto neighborhood or something like this. But you mean to tell me this just her purse? You mean to tell me these bitches was comfortable at home for months when their husband went out to war with the slaves, and she know how she was mistreating them? Okay. I mean, unless she was fucking some of them, those masculine persons on there, and they like, yeah, don't fuck with it. Whenever you make me mad, I'll be going over there. This is crazy, y'all. Something is off balance. The wheel of fortune is off balance too. Some people could be going to jail for stealing from the Ace of Cups. This is not the Ace of Cups. Like, it's like anything that has something to do with touching this cups, done. Plus, I need it back. I said done. And these gifts, I need it back. This is the son in sackcloth, like we read in the Bible yesterday. All right, this might even be somebody like paint yourself and all. You know how they do with the put that stuff on their face or whatever, and they go sneaking around trying to see what's going on, or put on all black clothes and go be like a robber. Okay, but like I said, the real son ain't doing this shit that the rest of these people that claim they sons do, and that's the funny thing. So they think you're not normal, but it ain't normal what you doing. Well, no, because you never seen a real son in a long time. You never did. Yeah, somebody could be burglarizing something here, and then walk their ass right into a damn tower. So you tried to put everything in the Davis energy, but this is making me think about the Scorpio energy, because I think Whitney was a Scorpio, and now the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. So again, this Davis person and this other masculine energy could have been handlers of Trump and Melania, but it was after they got rid of what, Ivana, which again is a strand. And somebody didn't give me nothing from this ending or this death or something. But this also ties in, I'm hearing, with the trumpet and the, I know he was trying to act like he don't know Gotti, but No, 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 no. With these inheritances here. So there you got the spec energy, you got this, you got that. We got it? The full energy. And then imagine these people trying to stand over you, trying to tell you something, and you telling the truth. And you like, what the hell is you talking about? Yeah, that these people didn't give me nothing. Whatever was left, somebody could be just talking about something like, oh yeah, it was only a little bit left on there, or we only got this much. We only got 1,000, but really these people got 1 million. You got 1 million too, but they didn't give you your million. They didn't give me my million. They was wondering, why the fuck did she get a million? A milli, a milli, a milli. Now, we had that Lil Wayne devil up there the other day. Like, some of these people care about you, but they care about more money more. Or they care about me, or they know what I am. Yeah, the 10 of, okay. 10 of Pentacles. But they care about money more, or they care about having control of my energy more. And that's just something we can't continue to have. Okay, this could be the fake Empress. Yeah, there was a full Leo or full energy going towards something here. This Empress in reverse, or using the Empress in reverse. Somebody was worshiping somebody or bowing down to somebody. They might didn't know the family ties or the other ties to these people before they got all involved with them. And this ended up in somebody's death. Somebody was all up in this, almost like somebody like, oh, I love her, I'm going with her. You know, all they nose up in, you know, they like, oh, I just can't out this feeling or whatever. Oh, you know. And it's just like, that's what led somebody to their fucking death. Yeah, they could have got their messages blocked by this Empress in reverse. Okay, and then we got the sun behind that. So yeah, this is some type of witchcraft or something. All right, and the sun exposing something, what was going on in the underground or in the underworld of what these people were doing here. Okay, that could be over. They could be up now. This is what's making somebody the most high, because there's no way somebody knows something here, and nobody can stop this. Okay, the world card energy, nobody can stop it. So it's almost like all these people are on this thing or whatever, and they're trying to find the perfect lock key part to match up what it was 20 something. But it's like, my God, where are we? What time is it? What date is it? What year is it for real? Like, and who gave these people this kind of thing to be able to do this shit for this long? I tell you, it's these witches on the burning bush, and this is definitely about the weapons of mass destruction. There is some new weapons or something. These weapons just happen to be people. And again, the Knight of Wands is out here coming towards that bush. They gotta go. That's the truth. There go the baby. This is somebody that didn't even get the rain yet. It's not one of my daughters, because them ain't my kids. See, what I say is harsh, y'all, but it just had to be said this way, you know, because they was one of these kids say, oh, we not your kids. That okay, starve then and stay there and do like this then, because you didn't. But you already went against me. If you with the person, if you with these people, and you grown now, you could have came back to me in some kind of way. You went against me. I can't trust that. I have to worry about myself still, because they grew these children up now. They would be more mature, responsible looking or something like this than me. You know, I would just be like, oh, the stupid at-home mom or something like this, or somebody that's like been sheltered or protected. So the children would be a danger for me if they're not fighting for me. Like, fuck that. That's my mama, this, that. And I don't feel like none of my kids is like that. They don't care about me at all. I spent all my time with these children, and they turn wicked, or they turn some kind of way towards me. I don't like it. I could hear the snootiness in their voice, something like this, okay? When they're working for these demons and they're trying to call me and get certain information out of me, I could feel it. Okay? Now somebody saying the truth about something here, or something being reborn, that this was a bad idea to speak this, but in actuality, that's a false judgment. It has to be spoken. Now we do have the Empress in reverse. This could be another person here in the background here, because somebody wanted somebody else's. I feel like when we was little, because this is the way that this happened. When we was little, when we were little, my cousin Darnell, he got a little baby girl named Jessica, I think. And I found out, okay, in middle, I found out when I met my sister and my so-called sister-in-law, okay, we was talking. And then she was like, oh yeah, it's a small world. So I found out that my cousin Sean, okay, and her got the same, they got the same daddy, Bertram. Okay. Okay, my auntie, we gonna call them Clara's boys. They are favored in the family in a certain kind of way, probably in the spirit too, with the family. Anything that ain't me, of course. I found out that she had a cousin named Jessica, which is my supposed cousin daughter. And then they was like, oh yeah, and then whatever. I was like, oh, this is a small world. And then she was like, also my dad Bertram. I said, Bertram, what you mean? Girl, my cousin Sean, his dad? And then she's like, yeah, that's my dad or whatever, like this. So I'm like, okay, they're brother and sister. And then, okay, Jessica, I knew Jessica. She used to come, her mom used to drop her off around the family or whatever when she was younger. And I knew it was my cousin Darnell's child, whatever, like this or whatever. And then, so we had this conversation. Then later on, I realized, oh, I remember when your ass came over to the house because so we went outside and we played or whatever. So probably about 9 years old. I don't know. We was little, and they was little. Okay, and I remember she came over my So now I remember. Oh, so I did meet you before because when we was little, they used to come over to the grandma's house, or she came over at least once, 1 or 2 good times. She came over to the sister-in-law now. So we just now recovering the fact that one of my little cousins is her brother, right? And then that her other cousin by her mom's sister is my little cousin. And then we just realized, oh, that was y'all that came over there. She was like, yeah, we went to your grandma's house and they was having a party and it was like this. I'm like, oh, okay, I remember y'all from that party. So now I remember that I actually did meet this girl when we were younger. All right, you see what I'm saying? But I also looked up this friend. I also looked up this female. I looked up her very name, LC. And when I looked up her name, it was another girl on there. Now, this girl looked just like my sister-in-law, but she looked old. She looked older. Like if I go back to when I second met her, I guess, because I didn't remember, we was too little for me to remember the first time I met her. But when I first met her at my in-laws, if we would stop time there, because I think they were still in high school. They were still in high school when I first met her. This lady, when I looked up her name online to see with her Facebook, there was a lady there, but she was older. So I said, maybe this is maybe that's the real her, but she started to look old. These could be breeds that get old fast, or if they go against God, they get old. So somebody could have just spawned off a new one, and they're still doing the same thing, but this is somebody else's creation. It's not God's creation, or God is not within them. This is man's creation or something. And so these people these hollowed out individuals are the ones that's holding on to our destinies. You get what I'm saying? And they may have a long life or extensive life as well. This is what I'm saying. And you would have to make something like that illegal, or make these into something else, another group or a breed of people, because of what they would be sneakily trying to do to the real children that got God in them. They're trying to eliminate. It's a genocide. And so once you find out you under genocide and you got something to say about that, even though people is talking in rooms that they're not inviting you in, then you could ask God or pray to God to finish these people off before they even get to what the fuck they're trying to do. There's nothing personal. There's no feelings. People want you to be in your emotions and feelings. This is executive motherfucking decisions. This is why I know that you niggas ain't executive. Do you understand? Boy, I look like my daddy today. What the hell is going on? Or what's his name? Major something? See, because y'all trying to play. See, because you know they probably got a lot of different clones of this father figure or this dad. These people don't know how to make no executive decisions, and you leaving the people that's supposed to make the executive decisions outside of the loop, and you're not supposed to be there. So how do you correct that? I'm just talking about engulfing large groups of people and getting them moved out. If I own a company and everybody in the mailroom sick, I'm just about to, they passing some shit around that you can't get rid of, or that's about to get a lot of people sick. The company got, okay, y'all got to stay, you know, it seems like it's coming from here. Let's shut down the mail. People ain't going to be getting their mail for the next week. We got to cleanse it. We got to do something. We got to get some new workers. I mean, because nowadays people getting shit that you can't never get rid of. Let's just pretend it's like a zombie apocalypse and it's starting somewhere. You caught it at the mailroom, or where people be going to get coffee for people and shit. You caught it there. You could those could be replaceable people. You could, you know, get rid of all them people. They got contagion from this thing. Let's shut it down. Let's cleanse this area and let's get more people in here. You know, and then let's change the regulations and the rules. Maybe the people can't go out and get mail. Maybe, you know, they got to cleanse the mail before it come in or something to try to stop this spread. Because people, during the apocalypse, people are still going to try to keep shit going naturally or normal. It's possible. Or some people going to sell all the stuff or whatever, and then they're going to go off and they're going to spend the money and just blow it how they want to. We only got a couple more years to live. Let's try to protect ourselves from the zombies or whatever so they can't get us, and then just live our life. And some people going to try to hold on to their businesses, and this is why you see businesses have, during the apocalypse, when people come, you know, busting down doors and buildings to go see what's left in there. You know, it'd be like almost like nothing is touched, or it'd be messy or something like this, you know. So I was thinking that somebody could have been doing spell work back then is what I wanted to. That's why I made that whole thing, to swap our destinies. With the Davis girl, but like nothing got nothing to do with love with these people. That's what I'm saying. This is some conformity, or some people just knowing who is they needed to get the person that's most powerful or owns the most shit. They need to break it down, break me down, or something like this here. Yeah, this is the Empress here. Somebody really wants somebody to think that this person is contaminated or something here. Or there could have been falsity of who is the Empress. They saying that I'm in reverse, but this Empress that they got in the upright is not the Empress either, possibly. Or somebody is trying to, like, no matter what I do, they trying to say that I'm not legit or something. And that's just ridiculous. This is making these people look crazy. This, like, yeah, this is making these people look crazy. It's making somebody look true. It's making somebody look protected. Like, come on, man. How many times is we about to go up in here and try to do whatever this is that you want us to do? It's making somebody look protected. And now somebody could be kissing ass or whatever. And then the thing that would scare me is, like, the version of the person that was left with you or me, they never showed no signs of being discontent with you or anything. Like, maybe now they are. It's like, you know, when your man been touched by another woman, even if it was just fluff, even if she just played his stupid ass. The way that some of these niggas will probably still be sick after these females because they thought they had the best thing or better than you, and then think that you coming back to me, motherfucker. I think better of myself than that. You're not coming back here. All right? And this is what I kept on thinking about last night when I had that damn... I'm fat. I'm chubby a little bit. So you better believe that if it was some white shit on my chin, because somebody trying to say somebody on drugs. He just bought those donuts knowing I was about to eat them fucking donuts. I think that this was to pay me back because I keep eating stuff out his refrigerator in his room. So yesterday, when I got on that video and I showed you, and I was like, oops, I got some powdered donut stuff on my chin. So I feel like somebody trying to say like it's some drugs or something, but that shit would have been on my nose, not on my fucking chin. All right? I'm a chubby girl, so you could believe it more often. You know, you might be able to believe that that was powdered donuts. But I think he was trying to get me back. Because I keep on eating stuff out his refrigerator or whatever when he at work. All right, so that didn't work. Somebody said this is a fat girl with fucking powder on her chin, like she said. So this could have been the last thing to try to get a conservatorship over somebody. Oh my goodness, y'all, these people is crazy. But this is just like somebody's like, nah, you gotta go. Like this might even be like this person, like you. Matter of fact, we looked at the documents and you're not even a part of this clan or this family or this whatever this is. Yeah, we got the 7 of Swords. You was the one that was stealing from the Most High to get a victory, doing black magic with these sons of David in reverse in the underworld. It's like somebody told on themselves by being this fucking hateful. Like, you know, the way that I feel like the people that be affected by this, whatever this is, whatever this is, we far away from when we lost this. You're not even mad that you lost it. You just like, how the hell, what did they do to my brain capacity that I wasn't able to see something? So something could have happened because I heard empty space. So somebody could have a space in their head where something was removed. Okay. Or with the Pentagon. Okay. The 3 buildings, whatever, in the Pentagon. Where the Pentagon got hit. Think about that as somebody's head. Somebody did something to somebody's head in that area. Could be mine. That could have got rid of some type of information or intel that's necessary. You get what I'm saying? Somebody could have got something happened. Something happened. Because I think the Pentagon got hit later. Like, imagine them crashing the buildings and finding out what they was trying to crash in there wasn't in there. It already had been removed. And then they found out where it was. And then they hit that. Yeah, something about the underworld. With some sneaky stuff with this family. So the Pentagon didn't get hit at the same exact time. It was, I think, a little bit later or before. Later. With this family. Something else happened here. And whatever this is an unjust act. So these people can't even enter into the new something here. I mean, these type of things I'm hearing have happened over time. It's how my family was created. That is not my real family. They can't help the fact that they were stealing to get a victory. And they're not going to be a part of this happy, whatever this is that's moving forward here. Nobody should be burdened by what these people did. The Most High is not going to be burdened by what these people did. I'm going on to be doing something else. Even if this is work related in me. A person in me. It don't have to be a person. This could be a whole tower of money in me. Doing some shit and getting something done. And investing in something with many people. It just, you get what I'm saying? But somebody's trying to force it to be, they thought this was all like a joke or something like this. And they could be trying to force it to be a relationship. Because they may feel like, you know, you're the only one that's like them. So somebody could have stole this egg, okay? Somebody took this egg and they took it somewhere else to outer space. But no, this is this Gemini trying to force. These is people trying to force themselves in the future. They know they planning on getting rid of me. You just want to take stuff from me and put it in the future and have it as me in the future or something like this. Like somebody is, because they don't want to kiss ass. Yeah. With this Phoenix energy. So that's what I'm saying. This is with this Phoenix energy. You still playing with this energy or something like this. This New York energy. Trying to preserve that. Alright. And then we got the devil here in reverse with this blank information. Something is being left blank here. Fertility. This could be somebody's womb. Somebody's mask has fallen off here. All right. And then we got the dinner in reverse. Let's see about the dinner in reverse, because I don't even know what that could mean. Y'all, this is just a rundown. I'm just getting my brain, exercise for the day. All right, but that's what this is here. So somebody could have pushed somebody down the stairs. This masculine energy could have pushed me down the stairs to get the brother's wife, okay, that looked more, appealing to a certain group of people here. Because I remember that. My masculine energy was a lot taller back then. I never seen that one in a long time. I think he only came in briefly, like around Easter. That Easter picture that we took at his mom and them house, that masculine is not one that I'm familiar with. I don't know how I didn't see that was an imposter. It could be the real one, but he only came in for like a week or something. I don't know. That could be the Zendaya's energy. That could be the imposter that only came in for a week but laid an egg or something like this and they took it. It was something important about that, what I was just saying. That one is taller. The hands is different too. In that Easter picture. But it was something important I was about to say. So he could have only been there for a little brief moment. Oh, I remember around that time, my brother-in-law and his wife, the one I'm talking about, they went on some kind of diet. They stopped eating meat or something like this, and they started getting really thin. I mean, it could be, but it might even have nothing to do with dinner. This could have something to do with something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have, I don't know, something else could have happened here. All right? Somebody could have lost their soul. I don't know. Okay? Payback and revenge. The people I'm talking about is the two that was there too when I got sick and I was throwing up all over the house and I had to go to the emergency room for whatever reason when we lived in the Metropolitan house. I couldn't get a hold of my person or whatever. And I think somebody called the brother-in-law and the sister to come over and make sure the kids could get on the bus or whatever and lock up because the ambulance was coming for me. Okay? But again, some food or something I ate or something could have been, this could have been some kind of payback by these people for something. Or what happened to them could be payback, or what happened, they did something to me. I don't know what this is here. Okay? Hold on. Because if dinner was in reverse, it could have been something somebody ate. I don't even remember nothing else around that. Like, I don't remember what I ate that night. I don't remember, this was a long time ago. I think my twins was just already only in pre-K, 4K. Yeah, the girls was in 4K. And I think that, I don't know what school my oldest daughter was going to, because it was supposed to be Oakdale school, but I think she couldn't get in there because they had like only like a certain number of like kindergarten classes, like let's say 8, and only 2 of them was English speaking. The rest of them was Spanish speaking. And so the English speaking classes had already been filled up, and I was kind of bummed because I'm like, oh, I went to that school. I went to that school when I was little. And we lived in those apartments that when I met, we lived in those apartments that the sister-in-law and them lived in. When I went to that school, Oakdale, I lived in apartments that they lived in when I met them, when he started dating her in high school. They lived in those same apartments. So it could be something about placements as well. Okay? When I went to Oakdale school, we lived in those apartments right there. When I met this sister-in-law, they lived in those apartments. But my daughter couldn't go to the school that I went to because she didn't speak Spanish. Okay, so they had more Spanish speaking classes than English speaking classes. And I remember being a little pissed off, and that's when more visions was coming to me about if something is not done properly, right? I feel like the ancestors was also saying, you know, about the signs in Mexico to go to Waukegan. It was all little signs or something like this. But the funny thing is these might have been already passed away ancestors from like the first generation trying to get these messages, because the ones that was around us right now was not, they was already compromised. They was already working with, so I was cool with Mexico, but it's not like I let Mexico in. The husband's family, my Uncle Ernest's kids, these people let them in. I didn't let them in as far as power. That was my best friend, and that's it. These people did business in the background of the Truman Show with these people in order for Mexico to take over the power here in some situation. Trump and them. These motherfuckers is the ones. See, I'm not going to, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, it was my friend, but you the ones that let this person marry me behind the scenes or something like this and take away this and take this power. You see what I'm saying? And now this could be an alliance with, because these people were more, I told you, I grew up more on the south side of Waukegan. Not the south side, but the lower, more southern region. And these people grew up in different places too, but, you know, in this area, okay? They were already living there before, a little bit before I came. So they could have been placed there already by this system, so that when I go to high school, these are the people that I will be around. But they're already compromised. They're already, you get what I'm saying? They're already a part of something. I'm still this baby energy. They didn't handle the energy right. So you might as well best to be, and that's why this is a tower here. All right? There's no going back and forth about it, because it's something about tying a millstone. Even if these people took over the shit and start doing whatever they wanted to, you did not incorporate the person. Like, what is you doing? And that was the bad idea, to not incorporate the Empress in the upright. And I feel like these people are trying to say, but the Empress wasn't in upright. The lovers. Okay, well then this could be something with Adam and Eve here. Because I'm trying to figure out this Empress in the upright. This could be also that, because this kind of looked like Stormy Lisa. Okay, Stormy Daniels Lisa Olsen. So this could be an Elvis breed too. But because this wasn't the Empress, and this also was a bad idea to put. So this could be like who represent Beth on the ranch. Because think about it, I could be a brown skinned race, the autochthonous one. Whatever this ranch shit is, it was mine before it's these people's. Because they was Caucasian, they could have been in a different bracket. That means that they was in a higher learning something, so their energy or their Wi-Fi signal is picking up on higher energy. So, you know, they're not just meeting me like, oh, these are just some regular black people. They could have had to wrap their head around the fact if their mother was thinking a witch, a devil witch, and they were thinking to take something or this Cinderella kind of energy, they would have been thinking on the level of like color or race or colorism or something like this. This ain't what God was doing though. So again, people could allow them to claim something because of their so-called race or their skin tone. But these are not the white people. I'm going to keep on saying that. I'm the white people, the pure ones, that always have a place in the background here in these Americas, as long as these people is not wicked or something like this. You trying to take the good or the God out of the nation, and you're not going to do that here. Not when I'm still here. Okay? They building something off of this corruption here. And that's why this have to be that these family members and all these other people is so weird. Like, what got y'all connected is wickedness. Like what we just read in the Bible. And it's not giving me my fucking money. Keep on stealing it for yourself and these other wicked people. And then you wonder why wicked things are happening. I don't know. And then they blocked it. And then didn't protect me. Okay? After they got rid of an emperor. Or put this person in jail. And then try to say somebody's just a high priestess because they stole these gifts. that would show that somebody is not just a high priestess with black magic, black people. All right, this could also be the black bloodline. They could have been like, oh no, if they kicked my grandfather out or whatever like this, they could have been like, oh, one of them is waking up to this rate. We can't have that happen. So even if they were fond of me, they're not going to be, they weren't anymore. Yeah, try to make somebody into a whore. Okay. With no money and no abundance. With no king, no man with money. Okay. But like, imagine this. My mom ain't even the side of the family, but these black people with this last name. Okay. Same like these blacks were coming after, it's a lot of these blacks and like came after Epstein. Okay. Things like this. But again, they don't have no power. So this time they don't have no power. So they was able to do this to the grandfather, but they can't. It's something about me that they can't do it to me. But they have been doing it. All right. The star energy. Now this might be also here. That somebody was not in the stardom here. This is what saved somebody. Yeah, these cards is coming right back out. This could be a king of pentacles in reverse with his 9 of pentacles unpacked energy and his queen of wands energy. Whoever it is that this person was pleasingly having sex with. This is like one chubby girl like me and one skinny. So we know it ain't about the weight. And maybe one like skinny girl or something. But also I feel like somebody got something. This queen of wands got something. This could be a sister of somebody or something like this. Yeah, somebody's having to walk away here. Somebody fucking around in Texas. Or with Texas. All right. Yeah, 2 of cups. Like somebody was with you, but they was passing their seed off to the neighbor. Like say in Kenosha, this is like a Tamar energy. We was having sex or whatever like this, but the person, say that this was a candy cane, this Katie next door. Okay. The person could have been passing the semen off that dumped inside of me to this girl so she could have children. Crazy, huh? Dark magic. Okay. Same thing could be happening right now. So maybe something about the Fane womb is they're using that womb near me or through me. All right. Again, same fucking thing. Okay. In order to get a victory. So they're populating this person. Like these motherfuckers is disrespectful. Somebody gonna have to give it back. Now that you see they playing here with this underworld. It's like, no, I'm not building my empire around me with the dark. So you can keep running. I'm gonna get rid of the entire darkness. Come up or get smothered out down there. I don't know what you're gonna do. Yeah, somebody could be going to jail. Like nobody got time for these little fucking mamby-pamby games. All right. Yeah, this could even be some Jesus coming back and seeing what these people had done against me or him or whatever or her in the past. So I don't know, like I've never done anything horrendous to these people, so I don't know what the payback could be. Like unless this masculine took something from me and was repairing these people in droves, right? And so they started to worship this person. That's why, like, you could keep saying something all day, but these people don't want to hear it. If you're not out there giving something to them, yeah, somebody blocks somebody here. I wonder more about this. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have to go home. We're going to have to pull out different cards with this. Because what is this payback? So, like, when I was sick, did they poison me back then? And then I went to the hospital and they took me. And then so these people at that dinner party, you know, they ended up getting sick. Yeah, because somebody trying to stop this change. Like the sister-in-law could have been playing my part all this time. This Roxanne energy or whoever this is. Or this cousin or whatever this is. But somebody don't want this change. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all.